All right, so if you've never been to Roaring River State Park before here in Missouri, real close to the Arkansas border, you get a lot of people here from everywhere. We've talked to a lot of people the last couple of days from Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Florida, Arkansas, Missouri, all the neighboring states. People are here, okay? So many people that all the holes we wanted to fish down there, right next to the parking area, that's basically near the start of Zone 3. We couldn't even get to where we wanted to go. There's probably 30 or 40 people down there on a Wednesday between those 3 holes. So we've come all the way up to this spot right here, okay? This distinguishes what we call pressure versus no pressure. This direction, flies only. Hey, great asset for people that you only use flies. Not a lot of pressure over there. We drove the whole section. We saw about 30 people, okay? This section right here, you can use anything. You can use dough bait, you can use salmon eggs, you can use fake eggs, you can use lures, flies, anything. We've seen a couple hundred people down there. The only hole that's open is the one right here, okay? Right where that little waterfall, we can't fish above that one at all because we got bait. You got bait too. We're gonna go to this first hole and see if we can be successful with that same bait here. And this episode of Pautzke Outdoors coming to you from Roaring River State Park in Missouri, where they stock upwards of 250,000 trout a year. That's right, you heard that. If you like fishing, this is a place for you to go. The state that's done a phenomenal job creating an incredible resource here for you guys to enjoy for a nominal fee.
We got a good fish. Oh my gosh.
Nice
oh
fish,
my gosh.
Nice fish. Take your time.
Oh my gosh, he's ripping line.
Nice fish.
Oh, come here, baby.
Hook jaw?
Oh yeah. Woo! Just got a really nice trout here, another one. We're just pounding on them. This little fast water spot is stacked with fish, and it's producing good. Look at them all out. They're smacking firebait right now. Oh my God. Dude, so I do my drift. I'm drifting down and I'm watching the school go crazy around the firebait in this clear water. Don't get a bite. I go to reel it in. I see my firebait come up and it goes bam, just grabs it off the top. Crazy bite. So you saw us catch a lot of fish today on the Roaring River in Missouri. We were fishing Zone 3 where bait's allowed. So I busted out all kinds of things, but I wanted to stick to a theme, and that's garlic, because trout love garlic, and today definitely proves that. So basically what I did was I started off with the garlic salmon egg firebait, and this stuff was freaking hot. I mean, the trout were railing this out every cast for like my first 20 or 30 casts of the day. Just bam, bam, bam. And I was fishing it under a float. So I want to show you how I was rigging this, and then I'll show you a couple other things. But anyways, you basically just roll up a small little ball out of there with your fingers. Real small, like the size of an egg. Don't need a lot. And then you use your same bobber rig that we use for the eggs with a very small size 12 hook. And look at the hook compared to this. So I'm telling you, it's a small piece of firebait, just the size of an egg. And you're basically just putting that on the hook. Hook it in there, mold it around the hook. Doesn't have to be perfect. And that's it, a little piece of firebait. When we started out our day, this worked incredible. Oh yeah, got a nice one. Woo! Oh man. Oh, really fighting. So I just want to go over the other things that I was using. I'm not going to bait everything, but I do want to go over it all. So the garlic chartreuse, and these are the eggs. These killed it. I switched over to these. They loved them. Definitely a big variation in baits, and I think that's why everything worked so well as I was switching through. Yes, they're all garlic based, but they're all so different that the trout just kept keying in on something new. So that's the chartreuse garlic salmon eggs. And then we have the fireworms. These work incredible. And these actually come out of the package with a garlic scent, but I wanted to step it up a notch. So what I did was I took the Pautzke fire gel in garlic and I just dipped the worm in there. So basically the gel, just in there, and you basically just rub the worm in it and it gives it that extra scent. And all 3-4 different combinations that I was using of this garlic stuff absolutely killed it today. And we only fished one hole the entire time. Didn't even have to move. And the bite was that consistent to just keep popping fish over and over again. Another good one, dude. Another good, oh my God, he's tearing me up.
Look at that fish.
Oh
Shoulders.
Gosh, dude.
Nice fish. These are nice fish.
Yes, dude. Another savage fish right out of this fast water here. Really respectable quality size here on the Roaring River in Missouri.
Now, when we first came to Roaring River State Park, we had a goal, and it was just to do trout fishing at Roaring River State Park. But we quickly learned that we needed to separate those videos. Reason being, the way the zones are separated here, you have to focus on a certain kind of bait. Obviously, Zone 1, can't use any bait. Zone 2, fly fishing only. Zone 3, which is where we are now, is something that is fortunately good for all anglers. Reason being, you can use whatever you want. If you choose to fly fish, come on down. If you want to use a spinner, come on down. If you want to use fire bait or another dough bait, you can do that here, as well as using salmon eggs, worms, it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, folks, this is the smallest section here. The majority of the people in the state of Missouri use bait. However, you're going to be focused on about a 100-yard stretch of water. Now, we were stuck in one hole on a busy afternoon. We only found one hole open. This hole was right at the boundary of where the fly fishing section ends and the use whatever you want section starts. So here we are in Roaring River State Park, focusing on catching lots of fish here with anything we wanted to. We started out with garlic salmon egg firebait. We switched over to chartreuse garlic eggs, and then we used garlic fire gel on a pink worm. Guys, are you noticing what's going on here, that little trend? Garlic. Anybody that fishes a lot for trout knows trout love garlic, which is why we employed so much garlic out here today. You know, try any of these techniques, use anything you want. You could come here and catch some beautiful rainbow trout just like we did. Just make sure you have your daily Missouri license and you have a daily trout stamp, which costs $4, and you can get those at the general store right here at the park store. It gives the opportunity for the state to stock this place every single day from March 1st all the way through October, and guarantees that there's going to be trout in every single one of these holes, all 3 or 4 of them in Zone 3. Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.